How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with another episode of Supernatural as we get into episode number 4 of season 2 with 3 episodes that have passed by. It's been quite the hectic start to this season, of course, with what happened with John in the first episode and seeing how these past 2 episodes have kind of dealt with, I guess, the aftermath of that, especially with the last episode we had Gordon being introduced and Dean aligning himself with Gordon, even though Gordon was being a bit problematic for the vampires, which, you know, in general, that shouldn't sound too bad, but obviously we knew these vampires, they didn't want to bother people. They just wanted to live their own life and whatnot, and Gordon was just killing them just because of the fact that they are part of the supernatural world. So, yeah, and obviously with Sam showing a bit of concern, as well as the fact that he was concerned about Dean's well-being with how he's been suppressing his emotions in regard to John's death. It got quite heated, didn't it? With a nice right hook from Dean, I guess. So, at least things should be better between both Sam and Dean. Should. But we shall just have to wait and see what does happen. But no, like I said, these first 3 episodes have been pretty hectic, and I'm intrigued to see how this episode fares. So with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of season 2 of Supernatural. Let's go.
Leave me alone.
Angela, I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Is she gonna die?
You're sorry? Oh, that's great.
Angela, listen.
She's heading into Silent Hill territory.
I'm done listening.
Listen to me.
No, I love you.
Ah, shit.
I think Dad would have wanted you to have these.
Oh. Sam, oh.
I love you, Mom.
Are they decaying, or, I mean, it could be just age, but I don't think it is. Huh.
Angela Mason. She was a student at the local college. Funeral was 3 days ago.
Oh, shoot.
Are you sure this is about a hunt, not about something else?
What else would it be about?
Oh, no. Okay,
No,
okay.
just forget it.
You believe what you want, Sam. but
Boys!
I'll let you drag my ass out here. Least we can do is check this out.
I mean, Dean is showing a bit of concern for something that's
His dad
unnatural.
works in town. He's a professor at the school. Sometimes it's like they're still around. Almost like you can still sense their presence.
Oh, no.
You ever feel anything like that?
I do, as a matter of fact. It's
This is
perfectly
the-
normal,
oh.
Dr. Mason.
Oh.
Especially with what you're going through.
Oh. Why he's just looking at Dean
You know,
there.
Stefan, you're imagining a hunt where there isn't one, so you don't have to think about Mom or Dad.
I mean, you can see Sam's concern is pretty valid, like looking for something that's not there, but...
You want to take another swing? Go ahead. If it'll make you feel better.
No!
I don't need this crap.
Okay, that isn't not... Are you cursed or something? I don't know. Oh my god, what the Well, he's definitely more than cursed now, isn't he? Oi!
I'm Angela's cousin. What? Yeah, her dad sent me over to pick
Good
up her
move,
stuff.
good
My
move.
name's Alan
Alan.
Stanwyck.
That face like...
Her dad didn't say that you were coming.
Surprise!
Well, I'm sure that that's normal. I mean, with everything that he was going through.
He said that he saw her.
Uh-huh.
As in an acid trip or something.
Were Angela and Matt a happy couple? I mean, was there any reason that Angela would be angry with him?
See, I feel like someone
No, of
did
course
something
not.
to Angela in regards to,
Just asking.
I don't know, cursing her soul or whatever.
Erotica 4, a tale of two Latin beauties.
Sam?
Hey.
Awkward.
How was Matt responsible?
She really loved that guy. But the night of the accident, she walked in on him with another girl.
Oh, that's why Matt
She was really torn up.
sucks.
That's why she crashed the car.
Seriously, I'll be okay.
I mean, I feel like there is...
Well, that vengeful spirit theory is starting to make a little more sense. I mean, hell hath no fury.
I suspect he is involved somehow.
It's over?
What the... Okay, what the heck?
I missed you.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. What the heck?
What is that?
I'm not sure.
Wait, is that the
I've seen
ancient
these guys
Greek?
assembled before.
Dean,
Same...
take it easy, okay?
No, it was the same logos, you know, the father had on the book.
You're Angie's friends, right?
Dr. Mason.
We need to talk.
What you brought back isn't even your daughter anymore. These things are vicious, they're violent, they're so nasty, they rot the ground around them. I mean, come on, haven't you seen Pet Cemetery?
You're insane.
Where is she?
Unless he truly doesn't know, but...
I know you're hiding her somewhere. Where is she?
Dean, stop, that's enough. Dean. And you know what? You're the only one who thinks you should have to.
You guys
have to handle this on
need
your own, Dean. No one can.
a moment.
Please, Dean, it's killing you. Please.
He shout, Dean.
We've already lost Dad. We've lost Mom. I've lost Jessica.
Doesn't want to lose
And I want to
you.
lose you too.
You seem...
Different?
Yeah, being dead will do that.
I am.
If she's a
I've
zombie,
realized.
no.
You're the only one who ever really loved me.
Oh god.
This is where he keeps his porn.
Hey, it could be, okay? But how does he feel about zombie porn?
You think Angela's going after somebody?
Oh, what if the dad could be next?
No, I think she went out to rent beaches.
Look, smartass. She might kill someone.
Sorry. I am so not sorry enough.
It's okay. A little murder will be sufficient as a price. Oh! She's gonna get back up.
Oh my god.
No, it's the lack of blood. That's, you know. Ah, what the fuck is... Because that's not blood.
You serious?
Yeah.
How the hell are we gonna get Angela back to the cemetery?
Ask nicely. Ugh. I think Neil has to be very influential because I can already sense that there is a slight
What are
bit
you
of
guys
guilt.
doing here?
You know, I've heard of some people doing some pretty desperate things to get laid, but you take the cake.
My house. Just at my house.
That's what I'm talking about with guilt, Neil. Blood on your hands.
You sure about that?
Unless she surprised him.
Were you going to leave me?
No!
You were, weren't you?
Oh no, and
How could you? You know, I loved you.
Angela.
well, shit!
I didn't ask to be brought back, but it's still me. I'm still a person. Please.
No, you can't do that. Yeah. Oh, nice headshot. Bloody hell. You can't plead with... Oh, especially with how Dean is feeling as well. You can't plead with him. There was just a little bit of that aggression that came out there.
What's dead should stay dead. He was your dad, too.
Oh,
It's
Dean.
my fault that he's gone.
No,
What are
you
you
can't
talking
say that.
I know you've been thinking it, so have I. I don't know how the demon was involved. I don't know how the whole thing went down exactly.
But he's just feeling
But
irresponsible, my
Dad's dead
heart.
because of me, and
No.
that much I do know.
We don't know that. Not for sure.
I was dead,
I want to hug him.
and I should have stayed dead.
Oh.
If you wanted to know how I was feeling, what could you possibly say to make that all right?
He's gonna be there for you. Oh my... No. Oh, my heart. That was needed, though. That was needed, that discussion. We know that Dean has been bottling up his emotions, and I even theorized, I even felt that Dean is going to have that survivor's guilt. Seeing him just leak, express how guilty he is in regards to John dying for him to survive, it wasn't just needed, but yeah, it was very, very hard to have Dean express his emotions, because you know he is not a person. He's not one to show vulnerability, and this is a really, really big step for him. And I just want to hug him. Yeah, that needed to emerge from Dean. That admission to Sam, because you could see over the course of these past few episodes that the pain has been building and building, and it was only a matter of time. It was inevitable that Dean was going to spill what's been weighing on his mind. In regards to, because we obviously knew John's death was affecting him, but it's just that refusal to open yourself up. And yes, it's on brand for Dean, of course, but this is a moment where he can feel a lot less weight on his shoulders, even though it's still going to sting, knowing that he has that survivor's guilt. It's no longer burning up inside of his mind and not being able to open up, because that's who Dean is. Dean is someone who just doesn't want to make himself vulnerable, etc. So, yeah, but it was really, really, it was really, really great that he finally, it was sad, and even I got, a bit teary-eyed there, but it is great because it's just gonna, be worse and worse the longer he keeps holding this this guilt inside of him, feeling like he can't open up to Sam. So, and just with Sam just sitting there listening to him and listening what's on Dean's mind, it's just, yeah, very, very powerful. And not just that though, but seeing Dean just tear up there, yeah, I was, yeah, like I said, it was getting to me. So, but this season has absolutely been incredible thus far. I mean, it's just been a really, really good string of episodes, these past 4 episodes. Granted, it has been very, very rough, especially with what's happened with John, and obviously Dean was not in a good place at the first episode. But, exploring the aftermath of John's death and exploring these characters, especially Dean, has just been really, really really well explored, in my opinion. And that scene is probably that final scene is probably one of my favorites this season so far. Just because it is a very, very big moment for Dean. I think you've got to really appreciate this journey to fully grasp how significant that scene is, really. And, it's a big step for someone who is so emotionally closed off. So, yeah, but no, it was, like I said, a very, very emotional bit. So, yeah, but it was just really, really powerful. Just having Sam not even say anything and just being there, it just is a very, very big moment. So, and I gotta give respect to Sam for over the course of these past 3 episodes trying to keep as cool as much as possible, because he understands what Dean is going through. And it is really, really great to have him being so very and with Sam right inside of his mind. Obviously, he's going to be dealing with John's death very, very harshly as well in his own mind space, but he knows, he can see that Dean is struggling to open up. He is struggling in general, and he's not acting rash or anything in regards to the fact that Dean is behaving in a manner that's impulsive, etc. He understands that, it does sting for Sam to take these, not just physically, as we saw in the last episode, but just to take these blows from Dean, this aggression, this anger, this rashness. It does hurt, but he can't lash out because he knows this is all because of John's death, and it's eating him up. And I know that Dean is not one to willingly be vulnerable in terms of emotion, so you gotta give Sam some respect for not just that final scene where he's just listening, not even saying a word. He could have said something to try, but you can't make Dean feel better, especially with the fact that he does feel guilty. He feels the fact that he has to wrestle with this survivor's guilt because John died only a few minutes later after Dean made a miraculous recovery. And what stings even worse is this is not Dean's first rodeo in regards to having that survivor's guilt. There was a case in episode 12 of season 1 where Dean obviously felt bad surviving, but this one stings a lot more, understandably. So, you just saw how Dean was in that episode talking about how guilty he feels surviving. Here we have it amplified tenfold because it's his father at the end of the day. So yeah, I feel so, like I said, I want to give him a hug. So yeah, it's just really, really it is just really emotional, but I am really glad that he finally had the opportunity to talk to Sam about this rather than just lashing out saying, I'm fine. And, if you bring up the fact that there is something on my mind again, I will punch someone. This is a really, really big step for him. So, yeah. And I feel like with the fact that you have someone you have Neil bringing Angela back, this pisses him off even further because you have someone who decided to bring another person back in a very, very horrific way, and as he said, what is dead should stay dead. As if he's kind of throwing a bit of a left hook to himself there, because he feels this survivor's guilt. This is twice that he has gotten a free pass when he should have stayed dead. And then you have someone who, in a very, very horrific fashion, because you have Angela who's going around killing people, well, those who wronged her. And, you know, Dean would give anything to make sure that, you know, John could come back. And for him to stay dead, he feels so much anger that someone has decided, you know what, I'm just going to bring someone back, because he is wrestling with a lot of those issues, with a lot of the issues in regards to how he was brought back, and John had to pay the price there, so. Yeah, that's why when you see Angela being dealt with finally, there was a little bit of that anger that sparked out because of the fact that she got this chance to live again, and Dean, not to say he has a death wish, but he wishes if he could turn back the clock, John would still be alive and Dean would stay dead. So yeah, there was a bit of that anger that, from my point of view, emerged when Angela was being dealt with, finally. But no, I thought this was pretty great, especially the concept of Angela, and of course how she was getting back at people who wronged her, and of course there was that thing with Neil. So there was a little bit of an interesting moment in regards to Sam, or Jared in this case, because I did get told by someone about the fact that Jared injured himself, and we would see that in upcoming episodes in regards to how Sam is feeling injured when it's legit. It's Jared actually, I think, breaking his wrists, I believe. So yeah, but I really liked how they intertwined that, I guess, in regards to this episode. So yeah, good way to skirt around any kind of inconvenience, I guess. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because, like I said, someone did tell me about the fact that Jared injured himself sadly, and there was a line in regards to how Sam thinks he broke his wrist. So yeah, but no, the whole Angela scenario was very interesting, and yeah, I mean, I didn't blame Dean whatsoever for being so, you know, hell-bent in regards to finding out what the heck is actually going on in regards to Angela, because you know, the circumstances of the fact that she only died a few days and things seemingly were decaying and all of that, I mean, it was not of the norm, was it? But also, I couldn't really blame Sam for thinking, is this really you thinking that there is something up, or is there something more you're not telling me? Like I said, especially with the fact that Sam knows that Dean struggles to open up emotionally. I mean, it's part of a part of Dean's character. So yeah, but no, I mean, I couldn't really blame Dean for being adamant. He knows something's off as well, but there is more that Sam can see, because he wants Dean to open up. He wants Dean to he wants to be that supportive figure for Dean, and like I said, you got to commend him for not retaliating or losing his shit really at the way that Dean has been acting for these past 2 episodes, because he was being a bit rash in the last episode, of course, when he was so adamant on believing what Gordon had to say, and was just completely ignorant to what Sam was saying in regards to the fact that these vampires, they're all good. You can't really listen to Gordon, because I don't think these vampires really mean any harm unless you provoke shit. And then you have Dean and his attitude at this episode being a bit reckless, etc. So yeah, you gotta, like I said, Sam keeping his cool, pretty good stuff. But yeah, the whole zombie situation was pretty. I don't think we've had zombies in Supernatural before, so I guess it was only a matter of time since we've dealt with all. Like, we've only completed a season and a bit, but we've dealt with all kinds of creatures from Wendigos to vampires, so it was about time that the zombies would come to play. So my big surprise was Neil dying, to be fair, but I guess as soon as she was hearing about the fact that she needs to be taken care of because this shit can't go on, I think you were starting to slowly but surely get more concerned, weren't you? So oh boy. But sometimes you just can't bring back the dead because it never goes swimmingly. I mean, look at Buffy, for example. Like, they've dealt with resurrection and so you can't expect things are going to go smoothly when it comes to resurrection. Obviously it hurts, but you have that awareness from Dean that resurrection is a big no-no. So yeah, but no, overall, I thought this was a pretty nice addition to season 2. Like I said, these string of episodes have been pretty amazing so far, and I'm really loving the journey that season 2 is providing. Yeah, it's emotional, but I am really loving how things are proceeding. And like I said, this episode was very important in showcasing how Dean finally chose that moment to open up, because it was going to happen, because otherwise he's just going to... He's just going to be like a shaken bottle of cola or lemonade or whatever, that there's only so much pressure that can happen. Like, it will just spiral out, won't it? So once you open up, so this was the perfect opportunity, whilst he's still emotional, for him to not completely break down, because I feel like that could happen if he kept, putting off being emotional. I'm not so sure, but like I said, he doesn't like to be emotional, but if he kept putting it off, I could potentially see him breaking. So yeah, but no, pretty neat stuff this episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!